Hey everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. I'm sitting in my lounge chair and I had an idea. I said, you know what? I bet people might enjoy uh, this video. I'm going to take you behind the scenes, uncut, live. Well, it's a live video, but I won't cut or do any editing. And I'm going to give you the process that I go through to put out a video for you folks, okay? Well, the first thing I do is I got to sit in this chair, sit my fat ass here, and get my brain working. And I got to figure out what is it that I want to show you. What would be interesting for you? Well, I'm already in the Baccarat series, and we're fixing to get into one of my favorite ways to play Baccarat, and that's my KKG Hybrid. A lot of people are playing it and liking it. Got to be careful with it, though. So I already know what I'm going to do. All right, so now all I have to do is take you on the journey. I have to figure out what shirt I'm going to wear. Well, I already did that. I'm wearing the Don't Hedge, Go Naked KKG shirt. I got to always remember to look in the camera instead of looking this way. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to change this view, and there we go. I got to keep it sideways like this, so... So here's what I do. I get my fat ass off the chair. I've decided I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And here we go. This is my process. I hope you guys enjoyed this. So I got to go take my big ass up these stairs. There's 17 steps. I count them. All right, we get up here and we get into my studio. All right, now we're in the studio, just so you can, it's all dark. This is my studio, whatnot. Well, the first thing I got to do is flip the damn light on, like so. Let there be light. Then, I've got to come over here. I've got to turn these lights on. So that's right here. Boink. Then I got to turn this one on. I'm used to having two hands, so this is a little bit more difficult. Boink. There it goes. Then I look. I said, well, I shuffled yesterday, so I don't have to shuffle today. And I got everything, so let's just put it in a cradle and make sure I don't hit any bad buttons. Put it in the cradle. I lock it down, swing the arm over, and it's right about where I want it. So at this point, I would come over and turn the camera on and start. So we have to simulate that, all right? So this is what you guys would see. Hey everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. We're ready for another session. And today, we're going to go into my favorite really way to play Baccarat. I call it the KKG Hybrid. And I'm not going to necessarily do it player all the time, banker all the time. I'm going to go into the way that I play it. All right? Then maybe I'll go into the other one. All right. Let's see. Who's sponsoring this show today? Today is sponsored by... Disco Dan. I hadn't heard a lot out of Disco Dan in a while. I hope he's okay. But he's sponsoring this show, whether he likes it or not. All right. Disco Dan. That's one of my members. Again, we had a live Google Meet with my members last night. It really went well. I enjoyed that. I'm going to do once a month. And if you want to become a member, there's a link on my YouTube page, or you just go to my website, kenknowsgambling.com. I'm changing things all the time. My shirt, you can get it at the store, kenknowsgambling.com, and we're good to go. All right? So we went through a whole bunch of stuff. The last series, or the last episode, I got my ass tore up, but I had my envelopes to back me up. And I was playing a regression up and pull, follow. And it was just one of those situations that, you know, I told you, okay, we lose. I was down maybe $900,000. I said we got to quit, but I went ahead and went on to see if I could pull it out. I couldn't pull it out, and sometimes nothing goes right, and that's what that video. If you hadn't seen that, go look at it. It just nothing goes right. But now we're going to be into. We're still in negative progressionville, but we're doing the KKG hybrid. How does this work? First of all, I need a bigger bankroll. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to get my normal bankroll. 1, 2, 3. I had my bankroll sitting over there to the side. It's always been sitting there. All right, so I got 3, 4, 5, $5,500. All right, so now what we're going to do is my KKG hybrid follow the shoe. All right, and I'll try to explain it as I go if you don't know what I'm doing. Remember, all strategies will go down. I proved that yesterday. All of them will go down sooner or later. Best bet in all the world is never to make the first bet because gambling sucks. Let's see how many we're going to burn today. We're going to burn 2. 1, 2. I shuffled those last night. All right, now when I start with player. I know I'm going to follow the shoe, but for whatever reason, I start with player. Okay? Most of the time, they're $50 minimums. These damn baccarat tables are way up there. And so I'm going to come out with $100 on player. That's just what I do. You can wait and follow one. That's fine. I'm just going to start here. If it wins the first one, that triggers the regression up and pull. If I lose, it triggers the ladder, a straight ladder. All right? And that's what I do. And follow the shoe. It's got everything there is except follow the chop. So, mostly good stuff can happen. At least so far. And a lot of people have been playing this and telling me this. They get popped from time to time, but they're making more money than they're losing. So that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and just get to it, and I'll talk about the triggers as they happen. There's a 0. There's a 4. What is that? 427. It's not a 227, so he won't draw. See what that did to us. There's 6, 7, 8, 9. That gives us a 9, 16, 17, 18, 19. And it wasn't a 227, so he's not going to draw. So in that rule, we win. All right, so what does that do? That triggers the regression. So we get 100. We put that back in our rack, and now we're following the winner, following the shoe, and now we regress. So in this case, we're going to win $50 no matter what. We're hoping player goes on a run. That's what I designed this thing to do. Stay even, up a little, down a little bit until that run happens. That's what this whole thing is about, all right? So anyway, we're good if we lose this one. All right, there's a 5. There's a 0. He's going to draw no matter what. 5 turns into a 1. That sucked. 0 turns into a 0. Oh, we get lucky. We're going to win that 1 over 0. Goodness gracious. All right, we're going to go, and I'm going to up and pull. We'll hope this has a good run. 7, 0, 6. Player wins. We win 3, go up, pull. Okay. Keep going, player. 7, 9, natural 9. So the banker finally toasted us. All right, so that's too bad, but we won some money. Then I'm going to follow the shoe, and I'm going to go back to base. Base is my level. Now, another way I've played it is once you get into profit, let your base go up by 25. But I'm not going to do that route this time, but you could. And then everything is based on that new base. But we'll keep the base $100 all the time. So we're following the shoe. There's a 3. There's a 1. They're both going to draw. that turns into a 1. And his 1 turns into a 9. Alright, so the banker wins that one. Triggers the regression. Follow the winner. 5. 3. This is the 38 special. He will draw on anything but an 8. It's not an 8, so he has to draw. So he ends up with 5. He has 3. Ends up with 1. He's going to lose. Alright, but that's alright. We won $50 on that transaction. Now I'm looking. I still need a little bit. Go back to base. Follow the shoot. 7, 0, 5. He don't draw on a 7. So player's going to win that. So we're going to win 100. Come over here. Follow the shoe. And regress. Now, I got to be careful here. Let me get me $100 in greens. Alright, that lets me know I'm close. Now I got to be careful. Alright, you don't want to give it all back. 6, 5. He won't draw, but he will. 5 turns into a 2. Player's going to win again. Okay. Up. Pull. What have I got saved? Guaranteed. I've got $250 guaranteed. Now my mind's going, $250. That's pretty good. I'd like $300. So if I can get this one, I might be in good shape. So I have to really watch. This is what my brain is saying. I got to watch this one. All right. Hopefully we can win it, and it'll give me an easy decision. There's a 6. There's a 5. He won't draw, but he will. 5 turns into a 6. That's a tie. I would like this one. That's what my brain is saying. Come on, player, one time. There's a natural 8. Boom, we get it. Now, 8 over 4 natural. We got decisions. So, oh, I don't even have. Let's borrow from Peter to pay Paul. All right, we win the 3. Okay, now normally you just go up and go for the jugular. I'm looking at this. I'm going, I want to get my 3 locked up. So I pull this, the winnings back. Watch this just to show you. There's 125. I'm going to pull this like so. There's 300 bucks. Locked up. Rack is good. I can actually up and pull. I'm at 300. No matter what. If I win this, comes a double regression. That's a big if, but we'll see. I'm guaranteed the 300. No matter what. Okay? Now, you don't even have to do that. You can do that double regression now. Come all the way down here. Remember, you got to pay some of these commissions over here. You could do it either way. I'm going to go and be safe and pull that 50. Now I'm guaranteed 350. No matter what, we did a little double regression. And now we'll see how far that can go. 2, 7. He won't draw. 2 becomes an 8. All right. Don't hindsight yourself. Well, I could have. Don't do it. You do a decision. Live with it. All right. So now we're in really good shape. We will up. Now I've guaranteed 375 with 75 on the felt. Now we can ride this. There's another natural 8. We can ride this for a while. Now we can go up to that 100, pull 2 more. We're in really good shape. Yep, we got 100 on the felt, but we're building this all at the same time. There's a 5. There's a 0. He's going to draw no matter what. That 5 turns into a 6. 0. Player is on a tear. This is why I play it this way, folks. I call it the KKG hybrid. It's my favorite way in all the world to play this game. And because it has a ladder, you know, can it get in trouble? Yep. But for the most part, this is sort of how it works. But anyway, I get 100 now. So now I'm going to get 100, and I'm going to bring this 100 back, and we're going to up and pull. Now we got 100. We got $500 guaranteed in the rack, plus 125 there. You could do a triple regression if you wanted to. But I'm in good shape. I'm going to run it. Player's on a fucking tear. I hope he wins 20 in a row. He probably won't. There's a 3. There's a 1. They're going to both go. 3 turns into a 3. 1 turns into 6. We finally lose. That's okay. Session over. $500. We'll give it 25 for some commissions. It could be a little high, a little low. Just understand you're going to have them on Banker Wins. Then I go up to my hotel room, and then I do what I'm supposed to do. 100 goes into the bank. We'll put 200 in excess. And then 175 goes into fund. Because remember, I just pulled out like 2,500 in the fund. Got to build that back up. And there you go. That is the KKG Hybrid, my favorite way to play Baccarat ever, the end. A lot of different ways we'll win. So the next session, I may do the same thing, but do player all the time, banker all the time, and not swap. Still do what I do, but we'll see how it works without swapping, just hanging. And then when I get done with that, unless I come up with another way to go, we'll be done with the series. So there you go. And I'll shuffle these later. And I guess that's it for right now. So I guess until the next time, be great. See you, bye. That is when I would end this video. That's what you guys would normally have seen. Alright? But nope, we're going to take it a little bit further. Let's see if I can get it out of its cradle without messing anything up. Okay, now we're going to do this. Now I got to stick it in a different cradle. Hopefully not mess anything up. Alright. Now I'm not going to let you see everything, but we're going to turn the computer on, and I'm going to show you now my process. I should have started the clock on when I did this. Turn my fan on because I get hot up here. Alright, I can't let you see my password, sorry. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go to ChatGPT. That's where we're going to go. All my little things over here that I talked to Chat about. But I got one to go, thumbnail and names. I got a whole list of how I come up with this stuff. But now I'm going to let you watch how I do it, how I talk to a computer. Alright, boss, here's the deal. I just sort of did a live video. Matter of fact, I'm still recording. I got to come up with a really good name. And what I did was we went behind the scenes. I'm still in the Baccarat series. I'm still in it. And so the name of the system doesn't matter. It's taking them actually behind the scenes on how I create a video. So give me a good name for that. Thank you. Maybe you'll get to see me argue with a machine. It thinks. So it goes, boss, I think this one is different enough that we shouldn't even sell the Baccarat strategy, which is what I told it. Duh. Sell the fact that they're getting to see something never normally seen, which is what I'm trying to do. So here it gives me a list of its 10 names. I look at them. You've never seen this side of my channel. That ain't bad. Come behind the scenes with me. That ain't bad. This is how I really make videos. So you've never seen this side of my channel. Its favorite is, this is the part you never see. I like that one. So what I'm going to do is I would copy. Now I can only go so far with it because I gotta upload this video, and I can't go a lot of places until I fucking finish this video. But I like that part. This is the part you never see. I'll copy that. Now I need a thumbnail. So now I'll tell it, okay, boss, we're gonna go, this is the part you never see. We're gonna go with that title. Now create a thumbnail for me. Now remember, you got 5 pictures of me. You got the KKG shirt, you got the Hawaiian shirt. So now let's make it different. And let's see what you got. Create me a video. Don't use the same expressions. Let's see what you can do. And now it's doing its thing. I have to wait for it to think. When it comes up with one, then I'm going to look at it and decide if I want to tweak it, if I want to keep it, you know, or whatever. So far I haven't had to argue. Sometimes I got to argue with it. Sometimes, you know, I've got, like me, the thumbnail you guys see a lot, and maybe it puts a Spanish guy or a black guy or whatever, and I'm going, wait a minute, that ain't me, what the hell you doing? And you would see me argue with it. Hopefully, I don't want to argue with the computer, so maybe he'll just do it right. This is ChatGPT. It takes a minute. And if you guys were thinking about, oh, there's his address to get to this. Yeah, you still got authentication. You ain't never going to get into it. So in case you had larceny in your heart. Come on. This is what I go through. I wait and still don't know what he's going to do. I call him boss. Okay, me with the little glasses behind the scenes. I like it. I like it. So what I do is I go like this. I get this one out of the way and I drag this over. Now it's sitting there waiting on me. Alright, now what I have to do is I would go to my dashboard. Boink. This has got everything. Now, if I go into content, I have to upload this video. Well, there's nothing uploading, so I can't do anything. But what I would do is, there's where I would monetize it. I'd sit here and go, yes, turn it on. And then I'd go here like so. This is where I'd pop that title. Right up here. This is the one from yesterday. And then after I do that, I would edit. Whoops, let's go to content. There's my thumbnail. I would do this, drag that thumbnail over, boom, then I have it. And then about 20 minutes later, after all the uploading or whatever, it's live. Alright? So, that's what I do, y'all. I'll get out of all this. And I got to keep it on because that's my dad. This was a group called the Boss Men. That was my dad. He went on to play with Hank Williams Jr. This guy's name is Dick Wagner. He went on to be lead guitar player for Alice Cooper. And as a matter of fact, Welcome to My Nightmare album, he wrote probably 8 out of 10 of those songs. Great writer. You've heard his songs, you just didn't know he wrote them. These two never really amounted to nothing. But anyway, my dad's dead, he's dead. These two guys are alive. But anyway, they had a group called the Boss Men. And then there was a fifth one in there after this guy left. His name is Lanny. He left. Or right before he left, a fifth member, and his name was Mark Farner. The lead for Grand Funk Railroad was also in this group. Ain't that something? So anyway, there you go. That's how I do a video up to a point. Now I have to download this thing, so I actually do have to say goodbye. But now you sort of know a little bit about how I do it. Hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, be great. See you, bye.